right, there we go. That was the new intro there. You're the first band that gets this. Mycota. Mycota. I would put an A in there. I'm putting an A in there in my head there. And why don't we just jump in? Introduce yourselves. I know there's two other guys in the band, and then we'll get into this, why this is happening. You guys are way short into your careers, and my God, I put on Blue Sky today that all the other tiers need to watch out. So
appreciate you.
Thank you.
You start.
Well, my name is Mickey. I play drums in the band.
I'm Elvin Deckard. I play sax, and I also do some auxiliary percussion stuff. I've been playing with timbales with them a lot, which is fun.
right.
I'm Caden. I play the bass.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice. So what?
We're missing Nathan, who plays keys, and Leo, who plays guitar. And they're not currently here right now.
There you go. That's all right. If they show up, we'll talk to
They
them.
may walk in at any moment.
There you go. I absolutely love it. So you guys, what, 2023? You guys are not together that long, are you?
No. Yeah. This is about like second year now.
This is our second year.
Finishing second year.
Finishing
right?
our second year.
Yep. And we've been going for 2 years. Yeah.
So how did it start? That was your cue to give me the whole origin story.
Yeah, it's a little complicated because we were like an addition. We're the second era of this kind of. So you go to that.
So we started, it had to have been like February of 2023. Me and Caden formed the band just as a three-piece with a different guitarist. And we played kind of as a three-piece for a few months, kind of doing like psychedelic rock. We eventually parted ways with the guitarist and found these three guys, Elvin, Nathan, and Leo, in Bloomington, Indiana. Caden just told me, like, I got three guys, and instead of a guitar player, it's a guitar player and keyboard and saxophone. And I'm like, well, this is entirely different. Let's run it. And we formed this new 5-piece in August of 2023 and have been kind of pushing with this ever since.
Right. Any songs that existed then?
Oh yeah,
Bust Stop
was 3 of our singles.
First creation, I think.
I think Thread the Wormhole was.
No, Bust Stop.
Oh, Bust
The
Stop.
first bass.
Okay.
Before
And then Thread the Wormhole.
Thread the Wormhole. The bass started with his bass line, and that's it. Was Merlin's Quest?
No,
that one was
written
Merlin's.
when they.
Yeah.
Bust Stop has developed so much, though.
Yeah,
it's
different. It's hard to keep track because we kind of like laid down the main riff for a lot of these songs when the band first formed, and since then it's like an entirely different.
It got
a lot longer.
Right. How come you guys sound like you've been playing together 15 years?
Well, me, Leo, and Nathan, we went to high school together, and Leo and I actually went to middle school together. And so, like, my first band and Leo's first band that we were in was like, I forget what it was. Leo keeps saying it was called Disciplinary Issues.
Were you punk? Were you a punk band?
We played like My Sharona and stuff, and it was an experience. I don't really know. But yeah, Leo and I have been playing since middle school. Nathan and I have been playing since like early high school, and I'm finishing college right now, undergrad. So we've been playing together for a bit, but with these guys,
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Right. I mean, it just sounds so tight. I can hear some of the influences coming through, but nothing is overt with it. I feel like you temper, you have all this stuff, you threw it in, and you made the stew, the soup out of it, as opposed to maybe a stew where you can see the chunks of the other things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great compliment. The chunks of the influence.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little funk there. I had a little funk in that one. What happened there? Well, my cat's freaking out because the leaves are falling off the trees.
Fall's in great season.
Yes. Well, I have 2 cats, and I have a scaredy cat. So
me too. Our single Merlin's Quest is actually about one of my cats named Merlin, who is a scaredy cat. It's about an adventure he goes on, but besides when he's going on quests, he's a pretty timid little guy.
Right. Yeah, this guy's been outside twice, and both times he freaked out.
Yeah,
because he ran out, and we closed the door, and he's like, "How'd I get out there?"
Yeah, I gotta get back in.
Right. The full thing you released on YouTube is also on somebody else's page, What's the deal with that? It's a live in studio kind of thing, or you're in a basement or something. Fantastic stuff. And I guess you guys have released that now as a full album, but it also exists. You can watch the video.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So the full video is on as a live stream on their channel.
The
and
Bunker.
Live at
The bunker. There it is.
A really cool spot, like in a suburb in Illinois, in a basement that was kind of made to be its own studio. It sounded great. It was a
awesome.
really cool environment. That kind of brought, I think, the best out of us, and we had a pretty good set, which is why we kind of wanted to release it and put it out in more kind of facets of our band, because we were really happy with it. It was a really good experience.
The guy that runs it, Fletch, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy, and he invited us out to do it. And it was kind of like a show, like private show-esque. There were some people on the other side of the cameras, and he had a whole team there, and he paid us for it.
I know.
Not
Crazy.
It was
Crazy.
So go hit him up. He's trying to
awesome.
like help young people, and
Plenty
I
of
love that.
live streams with other bands too. They're really
great
good
thing to
on
check
that
out.
channel,
Great
too.
thing to check out.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. He's doing the Lord's work there, to
Yeah.
say the least.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. So you have, how many songs do you have? What's your song pool look like?
Ooh. We've
We're
got
cooking on
Total
finished. I think we have like 5 or 6.
8.
Okay.
We have 8 finished songs.
Okay.
And
numbers
I
that
don't
we
know
throw
how
out there.
many are cooking. There's
A
so
lot
many.
of ideas kind of floating
Yeah,
around.
well, that's good. We
A lot.
need more of that. We need lots of ideas cooking. That's how you guys are at the perfect place for that.
Yeah.
You know, I saw an interview with Bruce Springsteen. I guess he was on Howard Stern. And Howard Stern asked him about, are you writing new songs? And he's like, I ain't got nothing to say anymore. And I'm like, dude, you're 80. I guess you don't have anything to say anymore, you know? I mean,
Not enough.
absolutely love it. So is there a primary songwriter, or is it all collaborative, or is it I bring a piece in, we work it up together?
It's very riff based in the beginning is how it started. So like Caden had all these Caden
Bass.
brought in a lot of these
Bass riffs.
Most of our first songs started with a bass riff in
Like,
particular.
Thread and Bus Stop are like,
Merlin's Quest.
Yeah.
but then I brought in some like fully completed things that like I wrote out on like I brought in like notation for them and everything. And I've also like arranged some stuff myself that I've brought in solely. So there is some stuff. Leo's also brought in stuff like that.
I'm a general. I'm a master of warfare is a song that Leo
Fully
essentially came to us practically fully.
Complete.
Yeah.
Right.
And we just kind of put our own kind of flourishes and extended it a little, but that was pretty much entirely their creation, like from the start.
And a lot of the things that are cooking right now are like also those riff based things where we bring them in rehearsal, jam on them for a bit, and then like try to see what the next logical step of it is. Like Merlin's Quest ended up being.
Yep. They become
Any covers? Do we do covers?
Oh yeah.
There's like a set. I wrote it out earlier today. Actually, it's like 25
We have a lot.
stat ones. We
Uh-huh.
have. There's like everything from like we have some Ornette Coleman. We have some Jimi Hendrix. There's some Grateful Dead. There's
Crimson.
Roberta Flack. There's King Crimson.
yes.
Right. Well, you take something like the Ornette Coleman, right? And you go like Jeff Beck did, and you call it, Mycota's, whatever the song is. And then you can get away with saying, hey, it's an original, but
Jeff Beck did that
A
a
little
lot.
contrafacted.
oh, Jeff Beck, he was the best Yardbird. I'm sorry. Out of the 3 guitarists that came out of there, you guys can have Led Zeppelin. Do you guys do any Zeppelin covers? Everybody has to do a Zeppelin cover. Come on.
We need to.
We were
then.
writing a song a few weeks ago, a song that's going to be on the upcoming EP that we kind of went into, and like halfway through, I stopped and I was like, guys, we're playing Kashmir right now.
That did happen.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Like we really like
You're just gone
kind
for
of
it.
went right into it. I love that.
Did you see
I'm a
Ump
big
do
Led
that?
Zeppelin fan.
Humphreys McGee does that a lot. We love Humphreys.
Yes. I'm a big fan. How is it being in your location? It seems like most concentrated northeast. Then as you move further west, you have to drive a little further to get to the next city. And when you get to Colorado, you got to drive like 8-9 hours every direction to get
Yeah,
to
Swerve in Denver. They have huge drives
Yeah.
for their shows.
Yeah.
I think Indianapolis is well placed. That we're right by Chicago, and
Cincy,
St. Louis, Cincinnati.
St. Louis.
Indianapolis in itself is also an area I love. I really enjoy the shows that we play just in our hometown cities of Indianapolis / Bloomington.
It's one of the crossroads. A lot of people
Crossroads
do come
city.
through.
Yep. Midwest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Are you getting are you getting to jump onto some of the bands coming through towns that are jam bands?
Oh
with
yeah.
them?
It's kind of been our main kind of activity
Focus.
at this. Yeah, the main focus at this moment is kind of jumping on as like opener slots for bands that are kind of in that lane that we want to, because we want to put our music out in front of people that are trying to hear that stuff.
Right. I feel like you guys have made a conscious decision. Maybe it's the sax. I think it's much more than that, but the sax lends into it that you don't get the. I feel like a lot of jam bands have gone the Dopapod, Papadisio, Disco Biscuits route, and we get the repetitive drums and all that. And you guys aren't doing that. You're letting it breathe. And when you mention covers and you say Ornette Coleman, I'm like, all right, that makes sense. That's totally there.
Thank you.
Social type music.
We try to get a good balance of it. We really try to kind of really explore and kind of see how we can push certain sections, but we've also like we make efforts specifically when we play live to where like let's sit on this for a minute and just really kind of just see, because the longer you just sit on something and just kind of let it go, I think the further we can take it and the more
Patience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Who's who? What's that little guy, Yoda? Isn't that what he said? How do you that's a good segue there. Studio. You go in the studio. Do you say we know we have to keep this song X, within this time frame? Whereas live, you're like, it can be 20 minutes, whatever.
It's slightly it's slightly more controlled in the studio, like emphasis on slightly. We don't really go into the studio like knowing. I've kind of tried to push in previous studio sessions that we should have a certain number of bars.
Do it in 5 minutes, and when you come see us live, it's 15.
Yeah, it's like
I'll still end up being.
I'll try and be like, maybe this section we do like X amount of bars, and they're like, no. They say, yeah, sure.
We need 24.
And I'm like, well, I liked that, so let's just go with that then.
It is really interesting in like the studio. I think for Bus Stop, we tried recording this like so many times. Actually, there's like 2 other demo tapes for it. But it ended up being like the exact same time, like within like a 10 to 20 second gap, like every time through the studio, which is curious because we didn't like do the exact same thing every time also. But yeah, when we're playing though, I mean, I'll just throw the circle in the air and that sucker can be let open and explored into as long as
same place every time. You using the same studio? Is it your studio or is it someone else's?
No, we recorded 3 singles in a studio at Indiana University.
Joshy Studio.
Yeah, and then Bus Stop we recorded at a place called Primary Sound Studios in Bloomington, which is like an old church that is owned by.
It looked like a cool venue. It looked like whatever you were in. It looked cool.
Really cool place. The first the first 3 singles we did at Joshy were all really another just great opportunity that we got. Like because they have these students there that need to finish their audio production like finals and stuff, and they need someone to experiment on. We're like, oh no, we got to use them. Like fancy studio.
All of those singles were like projects for audio engineering students, so it was like a win-win situation.
Exactly.
Brilliant. That's the way we need to do things. They're getting the experience. You guys blow up, and then all of a sudden, these people are like, "Yeah, I did this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if one of them blow up, you could be like, they did one of our earliest singles. That's gotta work it. Where am I finding information? I guess you guys got a website. You don't have Bandcamp yet, right?
Coming soon. Coming soon.
I keep hearing this, and I keep
right. But you do have a website. Do you have merch? Have you guys gotten to the printed shirts yet? Steve?
We just got our first line.
We just got a
of screen printed
Hold
shirts.
that thought.
You know what?
And
There it is.
tie-dyed.
We're tie-dyeing them. I have the tie-dyeing.
Oh, nice.
So these are the sample prints. So we have this on the back of some. We've got an alternate print here as well.
Blue.
So yes, we're getting into the merch lane for sure.
It depends. You know, you're gonna have to work the colors. If you do the green one, add some yellow to it, and you can sell them on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my goodness!
Can you
The
dip?
business
They can-
The
advisor.
special limited edition St. Patrick's
Write that
Day.
down. Yeah.
Before we had these ordered, though, I mean, we were literally making them by hand. I made stencils with like a projector on the wall that I cut out.
Nice.
Like one of ones, like one
Yes.
of one. Like
That is the way. That is the way. All right, let's take a left turn. Here's your left turn. Where are you guys on AI?
On AI,
Mm-hmm.
we avoid it.
I think
I
we avoid
avoid
it.
it.
I think.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We cannot lie, though. The covers on the first two singles,
We
Oh,
we messed up.
we are not. We are not
I'm-
certain how those were made.
we
I did pay
We
someone.
paid someone to make them. We received them, but after looking at them,
Once they were kind of released, we looked at them and like, well,
Wait a minute.
Now, how'd you make that? Yeah, you know.
Right.
we
So
may change them.
So that maybe we get some alternate.
Afterwards,
covers
we
down the
have
road.
been paying. Like, I know my friend that like painted that by hand. I mean, not painted it, but designed the.
I'm a
the
General.
yeah, I'm a general by hand.
And
we-
Bus
Bus
Stop
Stop
was
is a
created
handmade
by
one as well.
an artist.
I have a Patrick Bateman relationship with thumbnails on YouTube. I'm like, that's a great thumbnail. Look at that.
That's how it
So,
is.
but I guess my thing is like a company like Sumo, is that what they're called? Suno, where they are basically scanning Spotify, which they could come across your stuff on Spotify. They're learning from that. All of a sudden, there's a song with a bass line you guys wrote out there. That's what's boggling my mind.
That's
My nightmare scenario, I guess.
but we are like, that is why we've been talking about Bandcamp more. That way we need to. It's a struggle because with streaming services, it's like really accessible to everyone, right?
Right.
Accessible almost. But
You have to. You have to. Even if
I
you get
can
a
push
pizza,
it.
even if it's a pizza you get at the end of the month, you have to do it the way things exist now.
I know,
You know,
but
It
I,
sucks.
it's a tough spot
it's
for sure.
it's tough because Spotify is not.
in such an early stage as well, where that's like
It's just-
really huge for getting out there to new people. You know,
Right,
Why-
right.
playlists has done us huge.
Why we personally like, I personally like love kind of the genre and the lane that we're in. Is I feel like there's a lot of like ways to kind of release and put your music out there that are very like homegrown and
Bandcamp.
DIY. That stuff is like very like this stuff is thriving in this sort of genre that we're trying to kind of penetrate and be involved with, and I think that's really awesome.
Another addition to our
And
sorry.
I was gonna say very important now with all this AI stuff, like the DIY stuff is really like more important than ever.
We will have also bootleg CDs available at our shows
Yep.
of specific shows. You can only get them there.
More one-on-one.
Disco
Rehearsals,
Yeah.
rehearsal footage, and you'll get a
Nice.
message from us at the top of the CD that thanks you for buying a CD from our bootleg.
There you go. I think what we need to do is we need to get artists together, but you need a Taylor Swift, you need a Beyonce, where it is a non-profit streaming service.
Mhm.
And everybody gets their fair share. It isn't some asshole making hundreds of millions of dollars why I can't even get a ham sandwich,
Right.
you know, and then you're funding drones that are going to just take out civilians around the world. What the hell is going on?
Crap.
Yep.
Anyway, it would be really cool if there was some way to do something like an artist, a collective thing where people who came in, you got your real cut. You didn't get point pennies. Well, do you even know what Spotify is? Do you even look at it? You're just like, all right, we can get a pizza for rehearsal.
We've made
We have made
like
A little over
something,
$100,
$100.
like on everything. A little over
total.
we're rich.
Hey, you know what? I mean, they changed the game a couple years back where you had to have X number of streams a month in order to get it, in order to force you to promote them.
Yep.
And now they're just like all of a sudden one day allowed to scan all the music for AI, like
Yeah.
you're saying.
Well, you know what YouTube's doing now, which is a part of the reason I moved to Volume, is they've been taking people's shorts like Rick Beto, who is love him or hate him, he's done a lot of great interviews, but they're touching up his shorts with AI and not telling him.
And then reposting it, and then getting millions of views on. I see those all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
You know, all of a sudden, when your guitar player has a 6th finger, you're like, "What's going on?"
Oh god. Oh god. Livers.
Don't like it.
AI's bad.
That would be fantastic. Oh my god! So where are we guys catch? Where am I going to catch you? I'm going to have to travel to catch you at this moment. But going forward, what do you have in the works? You like looking at festivals next summer, maybe, or
we played at summer camp the last time that they hosted it, which also the first time technically right,
the new thing that they did, right.
Yes.
So we hope to be there back again.
Back there.
If people could vouch for us, we would appreciate you so much. We are completely DIY. This is the team, you know. And last time that we played there, we won like a competition to play there is what happened.
Okay.
But we'd like to extend our reach some, like make it a big radius of the Midwest, basically. Hopefully we'll be in like Ohio a lot more, as well as Michigan. We're doing our first show in Michigan.
We've got throughout the month of November, we've got shows scheduled in Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. In the next summer, we're really trying to branch out. The next summer is, I think, going to be the summer that we really tried to branch out of the Midwest and really like further east.
I'd love to hit Philly.
Yeah, we'd love it. A lot of people want us out in Minneapolis as well. We've been asked for Pittsburgh, and we've been asked to play as well. So those are some.
You ever heard of a band called Kyrkos?
Kyrkos? No, actually, I haven't.
They're out of St. Louis, I believe.
We follow them.
Right. They do Audrey's theme by Andreas, whatever his name was, from Twin Peaks, and they're one of my favorite bands. They're like dystopian jam music. I would like to see the two of you guys do a show together. That would be fun.
Ooh,
that's awesome.
Oh, we'll
let us know.
Yeah,
we'll make it.
I'll reach out. I'll reach out.
Reach
I'm
out.
on email right now, so I'll reach out.
All right. Yeah. No. I'll dig them up. I'll introduce you to. I love those guys so much. They're one of my favorite, quote unquote, jam bands. You know, how do you feel about that? We talked to Alan Evans once. I've talked to Alan Evans a few times from Soul Live, and we were like, "What do you think of the jam band label?" He's like, "As long as they're buying a ticket, whatever."
Yeah.
I like, because it is just such an ambiguous term. Like,
we jam.
I mean, me and Nathan's background and Leo is really based on like jazz, right? And like the academic sense of jazz also.
Right.
And it's kind of just like strategies to play together and communicate. And as Miles Davis put it, like social music. I love that term a lot. I don't know though. Like, I'm down. I like jamming with people, you know? It lets people know that we're going to be hanging out for a little bit. And we're going to be doing our little thing is what it lets them know.
The term reminds me of all the awesome bands that we have open for, and it's just like kind of it's a community that we want to be a part of.
It is a community.
Right. Well, we tried to do long ago when Wook Plus was a blog. That long ago, we tried to do a thing. Are they a jam band? And it was Bo Diddley. And if you listen to Bo Diddley from 1969 in San Francisco, there's some K-Sand tapes of him. He's a jam band.
Yeah.
20 minutes. I mean, he's out there. And like Dire Straits, if you listen to some early Dire Straits, they really got out there, maybe akin to what you guys kind of do, because it had that more jazz, you know, structure leaning to it, you know? So, but you like Ornette Coleman, so you don't want structure. Harmonics, you know?
They may not agree. I love
a structure.
I love a good structure.
But I love a long song. I love progressive rock.
Have you ever heard the Desert Players album, or Desert Players, Ornette Coleman's album that he did with them that has Garcia on it?
Yes.
That's crazy. I mean, they brought Garcia in after, and he overdubbed on top of what they already did. But the fact that Coleman was like, Jerry, I need you to come down.
He played with the Dead, and Brain from Marsalis played with the Dead.
Yes. David Murray, if you've never heard of him, out of San Francisco, fantastic.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. So when is the album going to come out, or the EP? You're calling it an EP. I'm going to call it an album.
We teased the release of Bus Stop a long time ago, and we were like, it's going to come out next month, and then it was like 5 months or something.
You sound like Wook Plus now.
We're making it, and when it's complete, we'll get that.
Recording the first session in 2 weeks. The first of 2 to 3, maybe.
When you get to 95%, release it. You're never going to get the other 5%.
Yeah,
trust me. Trust me. I've dealt with that so many times. So let me ask you this: when you guys do release it, I want to get you guys to come back on, and we can do a live listen party on Volume, because YouTube won't come after us.
I love it.
Let's go.
Let's do
yes. Thank you.
Nice. That's what we'll do. All right, I'm going to run a little outro. I want you to hang out so I can make sure that everything's uploaded. Thank you so much, guys. Is there anything you want to throw out before we leave?
We've got, like I said, every Friday of November, we've got shows.
We can catch you in the Midwest if you're out there.
Cincinnati tomorrow, Dayton next Friday, the 14th, Fort Wayne, Friday the 21st, Ann Arbor, the 28th.
He's got dates.
And then Indianapolis at the Mousetrap with Space Bacon.
Space Bacon. I love Kevin Legal. He's one of my favorite people in the whole world. He's such a good guy. That's fantastic. I love that you're getting on with them. See, that's what I'm saying. The younger generation coming through. I mean, that's a bill. I'm going to say this. It's a bill in like 5 years that people will look back on and be like, damn, did you catch that?
Yeah.
Those two,
That's awesome.
Thank you. That's very kind.
That's what we're looking for.
That's why you got to show up. Indianapolis, Midwest. That's why you got to show up. You're going to wish you did.
Specifically,
you're going to wish you did.
We're talking to you.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to run an outro, and then I'm going to end it. Just hang out, make sure I got everything uploaded.